Everyone, I am Ankit Wagela, student of NMIT Auckland campus. Welcome to my video. Here I am performing my module 3 about the create aggregates and volumes. I'm going to show how to create aggregates and volumes using NetApp on command manager. First of all, you have to do on login into on command manager by clicking on the left pane in the click configuration wizard. Before we continue, I need to discuss regarding the aggregate. So what is the aggregate? So aggregate is nothing but physical storage. So it is based on like the RAID, which is the redundant array of independent disks. So it is like the stacks, like the group, and it is protected a set of disks, which is consist of one and like parity. So it is the like row space storage, so which is like when you have like hard drive and you have so certain partition in it, so you need to store certain data in it. So yes, aggregate is nothing but collection of text. By creating the aggregates, all you need to do is just click on the aggregates and click on the create aggregate wizard. Will guide you how to create aggregates. Just first on the startup page, just click on the next button, and you will follow by another pop-up which is guide you to select the disk. So as you can see, I have previously created one aggregate called aggregate 0 by using on command manager interface system. So here you have to create another. You can also create another aggregate as I shown you. So while creating the aggregates, all you need to do is aggregate name. So just write the aggregate name. In the resilience, select the type of the aggregate. So I have like free default is created RAID DP. Uh, so RAID DP will configure the default setup with 16 disks RAID group setup. So it has SAS disks in it. So it's create 16 disks with the configuration of RAID DP. So here you can change the disk selection here. Here you can set the information that you need, so such as how many disks you want, how many disk allocations are you want, from the RAID group size, how many size you need. And you also need a checksum like which block size, which block type you want. So you here you can set this whole six stuff and just save and close. So create aggregation wizard has a like quick summary detail page about it. So it will guide you to what you did. And for the create and a successfully aggregation, you just need to create the click on this app, and it will create aggregate for you. So as you can see, I have now two aggregates. Previously I have aggregate 0 and aggregate 1 we just created, which has the size of 15 GB and total space about this, and it is now an online state. So now we are doing the create another 64-bit aggregate using CLI. So previously we created two aggregates called aggregate 0 and aggregate 1 by using NetApp on command manager interface system. Now we have to log in this storage system through the PuTTY. Before creating a new aggregate, we need to check the current status to execute the command aggregate status. So in it, in the CLI mode, we need to fire this command called aggr status. It will show the status of the aggregate status, which is shown here. Previously we have like two aggregates, and its status also can be seen here. Now after the set status, we need to create 64 aggregate which is you can call is like aggregate 2 or 3, whatever you want. I have I have created like aggregate 2 with the 4 disks of 64-bit. So all you need to do is just use this command in CLI mode. It just type aggr create aggr2 space between it and the size, of course, and the type of text I have created for, if you want to do 6 or whatever based on the requirement. So minus b is and 64 is parameter which is specifies the indicate the block format. That means that the aggregate you have and the volumes are 32-bit and 64-bit. For example, if you specify 64-bit, then you can create aggregates that can be larger than 16 terabyte 16 terabyte. So uh, by default, data on tab create 64-bit aggregates. All you can see the creation of successfully 64-bit aggregate is successfully creating here. And of course you can see the aggregate status by using aggregate status command. As you can see, the aggregate to it is we just set up the aggregate which is shown here. So now we will try to fail a DIX and figure out the impact of DIX failure. All you need to do this command, which is dixfail version 4.2.20. So after making a DIX fail of version 4.2.0 device ID, it will automatically add all data which is be stored on a copy of this version. It basically means that if any DIX gets trouble and it gets fail, the system will automatically take control and it will copy the whole data to the separate disks from which is not broken, and without interrupt the work. So it will ask your approval when you hit this command. So just type y and it will be start processing it. So in this step we will add the text to the newly aggregate. So what will happen, it is the aggregate which is aggregate 1 has like remaining text including the parities. So we have to add to our newly aggregates. To add text in aggregate, you have to go to text panel, and on that select first available spare text and click right button and click on add to aggregate. In this case I have added 4.2.0 to my aggregate. So just right click on it and click on continue. When you click to continue, one pop-up will appear and it will ask you to add text to aggregate. Just select the name and the type of the following text, and you can also find a summary of the size and physical size of the text. Click on add and it will add this text to the aggregates. Here you can see the one text which is recently added with aggregate 1, and the total number of decks in the aggregate 1 is it's 5 and previously it was 4. So now we have to create a flexible volume by using NetApp System Manager, and we will resize the volume. So uh, I will create a volume in the storage management system in this volume button. As you can see on the volume button on the left pane, there is a button called create. Click for create button. When you click on the create volume button, one pop-up will appear which states the create volume. It will ask you to name aggregates and certain properties which you need to assign first. So in this create page, assign name of the aggregate, which aggregate you want to use, the size of the aggregate. If you need a snapshot, then you can also specify here, and you also assign if you want to enable theme provision or not. So if you want to enable theme provision, just click on it and then click on the create. So now we have to create a queue trees and delete queue trees. So what is this? So in this tutorial, I will guide you to create queue trees with GUI and CLI interface. So what is this? So it is used for mainly two methods, the quotation and queue tree snapfalls. Uh, so when you create a new volume, the special queue tree referred to as Q30. This means default Q tree is created automatically for the volume. So it is represent the data you store on the volume, which isn't contain any Q tree. So uh, it states and it indicates read only, and it also enables you to data protection and load sharing volumes. For creating Q trees, all you need to do is go to on command system manager, uh, the data on tab, uh, on the storage there is a queue trees, and in the left pane you will see the create tab. So click on the create tab and you will be forwarded to one new page. We will ask you to write the queue page name, the volume, and the security style. So for the queue trees, you have to specify the name, volume, and the styles of the security, and they click on create. It will be create the queue trees. So in the CLI mode, I have created a new queue trees with the help of NetSol and NetQTL2. Uh, so here you can see the two of queue trees, which is usually I use created using GUI, and the one UI which is I created using CLI. So for the deleting of queue tree from the CLI, you need to just need to go to the interface and just type this command. Let's say in the queue tree delete slash volume nas volume and then nas q2, which is our queue trees, and press enter. It will delete this queue trees for you. So we have sometimes we need to destroy a volume which is accidentally created without our notice or our plan, or may not we need any more this volume. So all you need to do is go to volumes in your system manager, and in the volume, just in the top of bottom of the menu page, in the status tab, click on offline, and it will ask you again you need to do this volume or not. Click on delete. It may delete the volume and also the destroy the volume as well. I hope you learn a lots of things today, uh, by create, delete, and manage storage system, aggregates, how to use them, how to add the volumes and queue trees, and using the both CLI and GUI. I hope you enjoy and this video will be helpful to you. All the best. Thank you.